Okay, I was mowing my backyard here, and I wanted to do a quick video about the tribe of Ireland and the tribe of Dan. So St. Patrick, and the reason I noticed this is I have a whole lot of clover growing in my yard, so I thought I'd do it. So anyway, shoot this real quick. So St. Patrick used to teach the Trinity. Because Ireland was, probably 5% of Ireland's covered by clover, and everybody thinks of four-leaf clover. The reason a four-leaf clover is lucky is because statistically only about 1 in 1,000 pieces of clover has 4 leaves. Most of them have 3. And so the reason he would pick up clover and show to the Irish who he was trying to save is it would represent the Trinity, the 3 that are one, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. They're all one. They're one leaf of each of the pieces of clover. So that's how he would teach the Trinity to the Irish folk, because they saw clover all the time, and it was probably the best way to reinforce it through the day. When they would see clover, they would always think of that when they would see it, or it would be one of the reasons they would think about it. And these are 2 battle flags for Irish regiments that one side of my family, when they came over from Ireland, 2 of the brothers, as soon as they got off the ship, one got off the ship with the family, and then the 2 other brothers signed up to fight on the Union side. And that was kind of common back then. As the Irish immigrants were coming over, they would ask, well, we're giving you a new place to live. Will one of y'all fight for your country? And in my family's case, 2 of my great uncles removed joined the Union Army, and I think in the case of them, they got off one boat coming to America and went on another one to go train to fight the Confederacy. And here's another Irish Brigade flag. And you see the shamrocks prominent in both of them. Erin Grove Brow, Ireland forever. And the other symbol for Ireland that's well known is the harp. But I want to get back to the story of St. Patrick. So it was always said that St. Patrick brought Christianity to Ireland, and that he drove all the snakes from Ireland. Well, there aren't too many snakes in Ireland, but they were speaking metaphorically. Not many people know this for some reason, but all the tribes of Israel have a symbol. And some of them have multiple symbols. Well, the symbol for the tribe of Dan is a adder. It was also a scale. It hasn't had another one, but the snake was the symbol of the tribe of Dan, or the serpent. And if you look in Revelation 8, it goes and it talks about the members of the tribes that will be sealed by God in the last days. And it says, of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000, of Reuben were sealed 12,000. It goes down through all of them. But the one that isn't there is Dan. And you can identify most of the tribes of Israel where they settled. And not all of them obviously make up these countries now, but like I did one on Zebulun being Holland. That's the most obvious one. Reuben, the majority of the people that originally settled in France were from the tribe of Reuben. But Dan is, although he's mentioned in Ezekiel being in the millennial kingdom, he's not mentioned in the book of Revelation. I believe the reason being for that is when St. Patrick said he cast the serpents out, that was the followers of Satan. Now you'll remember that Caesar broke the power of the Druids in when he invaded what would later be Britannia. And then they built Hadrian's Wall, and then everybody above Hadrian's Wall were considered the barbarians. Well, Caesar never went up into the area of Scotland, and he obviously never went to Ireland. So the strongholds of Druidism moved back there, and then they came down and held sway there. Well, St. Patrick's conversion of the Irish to Christianity broke the power of the serpent in Ireland. And so next time you look at a shamrock, remember the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And that's what St. Patrick, that's why the Lucky Clover, the Lucky Charms has always got that stuff. Well, that's the origin of that. And I think that in the final, after everything's, after the millennial's over and then the eternity begins anew, I think that remember when Joseph saved everybody, saved the rest of Israel when he became the vizier in Egypt, he had two sons that got a blessing, Manasseh and Ephraim. And I think one of those tribes, I think that double tribe there, the tribe of Joseph, will split into two, and they'll get the blessings that were reserved for the tribe of Dan, who went wayward. Yeah, there's two prophecies about all the tribes. There's the one where Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, blessed and prophesied over every one of his sons. But then there was also prophecies that Moses gave about every tribe. And there's multiple symbols for each tribe. Each tribe has a rock or a stone. Like I said, Israel has, Dan has balances, because the great strongman Samson was of the tribe of Dan, and those were where the judges came from. So they had two symbols: the snake and or the snake or the adder, or the scales of justice. And Joseph has two symbols: a wheat sheaf and a unicorn. And if you look on the coat of arms of Great Britain, you'll see a horse and a lion, and sometimes the horse has a unicorn thing on it. So I believe Manasseh and Ephraim are Great Britain and the U.S., and one of those will replace the tribe of Dan. So anyway, if you like anything at all out of this, please subscribe and share. I'd really like it if you would share. And I also have a website, timbosplace.com. And thank you. I'm out.